Today I'm incredibly excited and also nervous. Excited because in just a few hours we're going to be hopping on a plane to go to South Korea. Nervous because for the first time since our parents joined us on this trip, we're going to a place that I don't really know anything about. It just feels so foreign. I just don't know that much.
But first, we have to pack up all of our stuff and leave what I think is the fanciest and best hotel on our trip so far. After a glorious week in Langkawi, we made it back last night to Kuala Lumpur, and then we're gonna hop on the cheapest flight there is from Kuala Lumpur straight to Seoul. It costs $250 one way, no food, no drinks, probably also no sleep.
Please be under 7, please be under 7. With Psy's first new album in 5 years since Gangnam Style coming out just as we were leaving, it felt like everything was coming together for us to make it into South Korea, and that right now was the perfect time to go.
What perfect timing that is.
At least that was the hope. Got our paperwork.
Ready to go to South Korea?
I started feeling those same jitters that I keep getting every single time that we go to an airport to take an international flight. Like, did I mess up the paperwork, or did I forget this vaccination, or did I type a 6 instead of a 4 somewhere? But the thing that I realized right when we got to the airport is that I could no longer be the tour guide once we got there. I couldn't recommend a favorite restaurant. I have absolutely no idea how to get to the hotel. And I know literally nothing about the area that we're staying in. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty useless. Before my control issues come to the surface here too much, let's get back to the video.
The things you gotta do for a budget airline and a long flight. Stock up on snacks.
All right, 4 hours to our flight. Time to go check in. Let's see how long this takes. So it leaves at 11:39. It gets in at 7. The only thing I'm really worried about now is that our COVID tests were booked for 8 in the assumption that we would have 2 hours. A few hours later, like 4 hours from the time that we actually arrived at the airport in the first place, we finally made it to the check-in counter and we realized that nobody there was ready for us. The line behind us kept growing longer and longer, and the feeling was pretty tense in the air. We're at the airport about 3 hours now. We're still just waiting to check all of our documents so we can actually check in. We'll probably end up being here like 7 or 8 hours by the time we leave. What can you do? Hey, they took our passports. Making some progress. Made me realize just how new this whole process was, not just for them, but for us and for the country of South Korea.
Thank you very much.
There we go.
Yes, okay. Thank you. I know it's a lot. We appreciate it.
This whole terminal is entirely empty. No shops open, barely any people, just the ones on our flight. The whole international terminal. Nobody. It's kind of weird. Freaky a little bit.
What does that sound? It's kind of creepy.
It's our flight, our gate, all the way down there. There's only one other guy. Yeah, I feel good.
We still have 4 hours. I mean, it's kind of fun being here with absolutely nobody here.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. That's hello.
Maybe an hour and a half away from departure. There are only 2 people in this lounge. The way into it still has this like barricade half across it. Dude, I don't know if this flight is taking off or not, or... I mean, just look at this hallway.
Signs of life. It went from we're boarding to final call, like now.
Are you guys ready? Sure, ready. Okay, so just a short 7 hours later, we are on the plane. It's all coming together. They checked our ETA form thing and our COVID test again and our boarding pass, and now...
Recline. Hello. Check these bad boys out.
After give or take 23 minutes of sleep, does anyone ever actually sleep on a budget red-eye flight? How? What's your secret? We started our descent into Seoul, and even though the views were beautiful, the only thing on my mind was the upcoming gauntlet of immigration, tons of paperwork, figuring out how to get to our hotel. Should I get cash or can I pay on a credit card?
Yeah, we made it. It's like less than 20 degrees Celsius. We haven't been in that kind of weather in forever.
And where am I gonna get some pants? Yeah, I'm gonna have a big problem today because it's gonna be cold out. I haven't worn like pants, like not shorts, for 9 months. Some countries during the pandemic have this long list of rules that they say that you have to do, but then once you actually arrive, they don't really check them all that closely. This was not our experience once we got to Seoul at all. Okay, so with the Q code thing that had all of our vaccination information in it, that allowed us to skip the 2 lines. We got a sticker on our passport, which I think means we're good to go. Okay, everything's been smooth so far. Immigration time. Yay, how was it?
Well, there was one wrong phone number, so it took a little longer than it should have.
Which wrong phone number?
The hotel's phone number.
But they actually checked it? Even though we were through immigration and had collected our baggage and had gone through all the checks, there was still one more thing to do. Now we have to go take our test on arrival, which we already made an appointment for. We're about 15 minutes late for, even though we booked it 2 hours after we arrived.
Oh, you're crying.
Dude, this is one of the ones where they just like right in there, just oh. Okay, that was super efficient. The whole thing from start to finish of registering took like 5 minutes. Next up is getting SIM cards. I asked the lady in the testing center which provider we should go with. She said that she preferred KT or SKT because they're more like AT&T.
This is our eSIM station and physical SIM station.
We finally made it to Seoul. Not really. The airport is about an hour away from the city, and we decided to try to take a taxi to our hotel. Intimidated and with no ability to even speak the most basic Korean phrases, we stumbled our way through explaining where we wanted to go with a combination of Google Maps, Google Translate, and some very terrible charades on our part. This is one of my most favorite parts of travel, communicating in any way possible. That moment of breakthrough when you both understand without words is amazing. After many confused back and forth half conversations later, we were on our way in our overly fancy ride.
Does anybody else feel like we needed a bottle of champagne for this ride?
As we finally started to see Seoul from the windows of the taxi, I could tell the mood in the car was that of relief, excitement, exhaustion, and also a bit like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. We weren't in Kansas anymore, that's for sure. Pretty much everybody fell asleep as soon as we got in the car. We are all just wiped. Energy level all time low. I'm really hoping we can check in. Long day. We blew some Marriott points so we can get a little bit of a fancier place today. This isn't normal. Okay, we gotta wait 30 minutes for the rooms, so I'm gonna go on a sandwich mission. We're all super hungry. Aha! Walking into the convenience store felt like seeing a massive wall of those buy by the pound candy bins you see at the grocery stores in the US. It all looked amazing and I had absolutely no idea what any of it was. God, just the nicest people here. Just the nicest people. Every single person we've interacted with invariably has been just... I don't know what I just did. Maybe I should hit that button. Every single person we met have been so nice, so kind. This dude like helped me cook this whole meal, and we couldn't really talk to each other, but we had a good time. We were having a good time. I love this place.
Our first meal in South Korea. Burrito of sorts?
Yeah. It's like a big roll. I mean, it's great. We haven't slept in about 36 hours. Not sure if that's coming across the camera, but that's where we're at right now. We obviously, yeah. Okay, we'll see you tonight. Oh, what year is it?
Oh, at least it's still daylight.
Now it's time to go out and see this place. I have one problem that I need to solve first. As we finally got out of our hotel and started walking around our neighborhood, we were blown away by just how alive it all felt.
So many people today.
Neon signs, barbecue restaurants overflowing with people and smoke, the sound of questionably good but fun and contagious K-pop coming from the karaoke bars.
I know we're just in a very specific and small part of Seoul, but I love it already. This walking street is full of amazing good foods. It smells so good. We're on the hunt for some BBQ. I'm sure we'll find it.
It all felt like a wonderland of newness, and we couldn't figure out which one of these incredible restaurants to choose for our first dinner. That was until we saw this one. As we made our way up the stairs in this beautiful traditional wooden house that smelled like grilled meat from wall to wall, we realized that we honestly had no idea what we were doing. We were excited, hungry, and didn't have a clue about how any of it worked. But with the help of the incredible KBBQ Sherpa showing us the ropes, we just dove right in.
To an awesome first impression of Seoul.
Okay, then we also got these scissors. I'm not sure what to do with those yet at all. Got a bottle of soju for like $4, and we got some kimchi, and this place smells amazing, and it's the coolest. But first, we had to find our chopsticks. Turns out they're hidden right under the table. That's awesome. There we go. Our Sherpa then brought us our first giant plate of thinly sliced rolled meat and showed us how all this works. Turns out you order the meats uncooked by weight, and then they fill up the rest of the space on the table with so many side dishes that you don't have space for anything else.
Look at that soup.
Yeah, it's really good. Wow.
Everyone takes turns cooking, or taking food off, or pouring soju, or sharing rice, or refilling empty side dishes.
So what do you guys think so far?
Super fun. Love it.
We fell in love with the style of eating immediately. Korea was off to a really good start. That was so good. That was so good. I mean, like, it's moments like this, it's times like this, when we're walking around a place like this, you just wonder, where am I? How did I get here? What am I doing here? Everything's so amazing and confusing and wonderful, and I can't read anything, and it's just... What a good day.
You're in South Korea. You're in Seoul.
I know.
It's so exciting to be here. It's so beautiful and well lit, and there's just so much energy. For as much as I thought that Seoul and South Korea would feel different as it just started to reopen, and thought it was going to be quieter and low-key, but it's popping.
It turns out that I never had to be a tour guide here in the first place. I just had to let go and trust that South Korea was going to take care of us. Guess we can start it by singing. There's no law against that. Nobody wants to hear it, but I don't care anyway. You're gonna hear me singing now. How do I start this video? How do I start this video? Lisa, tell me how I should start this video.
I told you.
She already told me.
Sometimes filming in bathrooms is really weird, but when the bathroom is this nice, why not?
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to play Super Auto Pets. It might as well be me. Oh my gosh.
So many cables. You're not using my toothbrush, are you? No. No. Take it out of your mouth. Take it out of your mouth.
Can't tell.
Oh, girl.
Get my face out of... There we go. It first hurt my feelings and then microwave it.
Look at this. Oh, can you put the hand behind the thing so it can focus?
What?
You know,
You
like
just gotta
the
get your
beauty
face out of
ones
it.
do it. That looks terrible. I
Oh,
don't
you had it. You had it. I mean, I've worn shorts. I've worn stuff on the bottom of my legs. I've never worn, like... I've been wearing shorts for... I've been wearing shorts exclusively for 9 months.
What do you got to tell us? So many things to say.